And many leaders are faced with very similar situations every day where they've got to deal with conflict, whether it's between them and maybe their direct reports or their peers, other stakeholders. They're dealing with having to resolve conflict and negotiations. That happens on a regular basis. And they come to coaching and they tell me that when they're in these situations, they feel the anxiety rising, they feel their face getting flushed, they start to get defensive with the other person, and they're not really sure what to do with all of that. And sometimes they're even told that they need to manage their emotions a little bit better, and they don't know how to keep those reactions from happening because they're not really voluntary, the face getting red and things like that. So how can leaders learn specifically to be more mindful?
Well, let me back up because the question that I'm going to answer is actually how can leaders learn to deal with their emotions effectively? And the
Mm,
answer is mindfulness, or one of
mm,
the answers, but the
mm-hmm,
answer that has worked well for me. Because the emotions are made up of two things: thoughts and body sensations. So you mentioned the face flushing. There's a sensation that occurs when that happens. You know, when your face gets red, you feel it get hot. You may have thoughts, or I definitely did. Oh my gosh, this guy's going to throw me out of his office. And so I noticed it. I noticed, and I went, yeah, that could happen. So you just acknowledge exactly what's happening in the moment. And the mindfulness practice, I will back up again, because we practice mindfulness in low stakes situations, such as an empty room in silence. And then we transfer that to tiny, slightly higher stakes, the grocery store, where we're maybe standing in line and it's the 15 item checkout line. And the person in front of us has 17 items and we have one. And we're we're standing there and we can feel our face getting red. And so it's an opportunity to practice. My clients are always laughing. It's like, I know, Nita, it's all grist for the mill. I know, because
mm-hmm.
it is everything. If you want to, you don't have to be practicing all the time. Even though my book says make every move a meditation, it's really make any move a meditation. But you're standing in that grocery line, that's an opportunity to be present with your emotion and not react to it, not add an extra layer of I'm gonna tell this person off. I'm gonna call the manager. I mean, yeah, call the manager if you want to, but you have the choice. Whereas if you're not mindful, or if you're not used to being present with your thoughts and body sensations, we tend to react. And mindfulness gives you a chance to pause. It creates a space between when the face flushes and you speak, or between when those thoughts of, oh my gosh, I'm going to get it fired,